Now it is our pleasure to present the 2025 Scotty Caregiver Awards. The Scotty Awards are named for my dad, Scott, who very, very selflessly cared for my mom for 16 years.
He sure did. Oh, wait, am I supposed to start talking now?
That's you. That's Seth.
Oh, wait, hold on. I don't think I don't
It's
think
okay. I'll just keep going.
I'm going.
Um, so anyway, who better to introduce the Scotty Awards than Scotty himself, which is what my mom called my dad. So please welcome my dad, Scott Miller.
Hi all. I am honored and grateful to be able to participate in the 5th Annual CareCon, one of the many bright lights that define Hilarity for Charity, HFC. My wife Adele, diagnosed at the age of 55, suffered for 15, 16 years. The Scotty Award is a symbol of the many kinds of caregivers that work, suffer, and love while caring for someone afflicted with serious dementia. Caregiving in all its varieties is a challenge for the individual. The Scotty recognizes the personal sacrifice of providing attention and comfort to someone else. We sacrifice because we care. This award is not a recognition of the best, hardest working, or the bravest caregiver. The Scotty represents all caregivers, and at its core, that we care. Now, to present the awards, I will turn the platform back to Lauren and Seth. Thank you.
Thank you, Dad.
All right. Thank you, Scott. And yes, every day, millions of caregivers give their time, energy, and love to support their family members. Today, we are honored to recognize two of these incredible individuals.
First up, Sarah was nominated by her husband, Connor, who describes her as the most compassionate and selfless person he's ever known. As a nurse and only child, she's been the primary caregiver for her mother, Judy, who was diagnosed with Alzheimer's over a decade ago.
Despite the emotional and physical challenges, Sarah approaches every day with patience and grace, whether it's taking her mom on special outings, making the holidays magical, or simply holding her hand through the hardest moments.
Connor says she gives everything she has to make her mom feel safe and loved, often sacrificing her own well-being. He wrote that this recognition would mean the world to her, and we want Sarah to know that her efforts mean the world to her mom.
Also, we are honored to, right now I move on to this, right? We are honored to honor, and we are honored to recognize Valerie, a professional caregiver whose impact on one family's life is nothing short of extraordinary. She was nominated by Dana, whose grandmother, Gisela, is a 94-year-old Holocaust survivor now on hospice.
From the moment Valerie entered Gisella's life, everything changed. Gisela glows around her, trusts her, and though mostly non-verbally now, still speaks to Valerie. Valerie is more than a caregiver, she's family. She makes every day meaningful, engaging Gisela in conversation, honoring her faith by lighting Shabbat candles, and treating her with the same love and respect she's always deserved.
Dana and her family say that because of Valerie, they have peace of mind. They know Gisela is safe, cherished, and truly happy in her final years. Please join us in welcoming this year's Scotty recipients, Sarah, Valerie, and their guests, Connor, Dana, and Jenna.
Hi, everybody. Everybody's here. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you for putting your hearts and your souls into caregiving. As everyone here knows, it is not easy, and you're all so beautifully caring for your loved ones. Let's hear a bit more about your journeys. So, Sarah, caregiving for a loved one, especially a parent, is both deeply meaningful and incredibly challenging. Can you share what keeps you going on the hardest of days?
Yeah, I just remind myself this is a really sacred time with her. And some days I see more of my mom than other days, but I always try to bring some joy into it. And we still have our dynamic of our relationship, even if she doesn't quite know what's going on. She's always been very goofy. And we just try to be funny together or sing little songs. We love to listen to Alicia Keys or dance. So, if it's a rough day, I just try to make something fun and try to make memories. And at this point, the memories are mainly for me. and that's okay. So
Yeah.
Valerie, I have a question. You go above and beyond for Gisela, and not just in caregiving, but honoring her traditions and faith. What inspires you to do this, to care so deeply for the people that you support?
Well, let's see, for all, for all the time I've been doing this, I've been working for Jewish people. So I've cared for children, and, from children, I raised children from their year old all the way up. And when I get started with Gisela, it gives me, I don't know, a good feeling, it's a great thing. I love to do that. I love to care for her. I love to keep her happy. For me, safety is the best thing for her. And I just want to make sure that she's comfortable and that all her needs are met. And the first day I met her, we become like buddies. I know right there and then that we're going to be great together. And it's been that way ever since. I love it.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I think we have time for another question, I believe. Okay, so Sarah, tell us, this is always an interesting one people ask me, if you could go back and give yourself advice at the beginning of your caregiving journey, what would it be?
just to have patience and to not have expectations and to give yourself grace and also know your worth and your value in being a caregiver. I think that took me some time to realize that this is a valuable role. I have worth in doing this. There's nowhere else more important for me to be right now. So, and you
Yeah.
can't have expectations in this journey. You
Yeah.
have to go with the flow. If there's a day that I get excited that maybe tomorrow we're going to have an outing, and then tomorrow comes and I know it's not a good day, I have to accept that and, readjust to what works for her.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. Knowing your value though as a caregiver is so huge. That's really a really important thing to remember, for sure.
Yeah. Valerie, I have one more question for you. Dana and her family describe you as, someone who became family to Gisela, which is very beautiful. And I'm curious, you must have seen a lot and learned a lot throughout the time you've been doing this. What is one lesson that you feel that caregiving has taught you about life or love or resilience in general, I guess?
Well, for me, it's all, it just tells you that you got to be, as patient as you can be, because you have to have patience to take care of, it doesn't matter who it is, but patient is a really good thing. And, just got to have that love and the feeling for that person. And you just make sure that whatever you do, you're doing it for the person, and just to make them happy.
That's
Yeah.
so lovely.
Yeah.
Really beautiful.
That, they're comfortable, and that's why I'm here. And that's what I do. I hope to do that. You give me, the power to do that. I like that.
Well, you do it very well and beautifully, it seems.
Thank
and
you.
well, that is our current time. We really, really appreciate it. Sarah, Valerie, you're amazing. You're an inspiration to us all. Connor, Dana, Jenna, thank you for sharing your stories with us. And we couldn't appreciate it more. So thank you very much.
Thank you also
Sending you
very
lots of
much
love.
for even choosing me as, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
No.
Thanks to Dana for nominating me when she told me. I said,
I would say
thank
it wasn't a hard choice, but the truth is it is very hard because so many beautiful caregivers are out there, and we feel so lucky to have heard your story and to give you guys some recognition because you truly deserve it. So thank you.
I really appreciated that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so in recognition of their hard work, we are delighted to award them with a cash award with the equivalent of 100 hours of in-home care. You'll receive a really beautiful statue by the sculptor Adrian Miller, no relation to us, but he created a special sculpture to honor the Scotty Award recipients, and every year makes a one-of-a-kind piece to serve as a reminder of our thanks and our support.
But there's more. Sarah and Valerie are now recipients of the Care Badge, which I don't have on me because I left it in Los Angeles, but it's amazing. And it's a national initiative of Archangels and the Joint Commission celebrating the incredible work of caregivers. The Care Badge recognizes skill, dedication, and the love it takes to care for someone. It also connects caregivers to valuable resources and opportunities.
My care badge is in my backpack, which is right there, and I completely forgot, and I meant to have it
You
right
blew
here
it.
so I could show it to you. I brought it all the way with me from California, and it's right there, but I'm not going to get up and get it. You know, you saw it on the screen. But if you or someone you love is a caregiver, we really encourage you to get your own care badge. It's free. It's a way to say, I see you and I see everything that you're doing. You can learn more and gift a badge to someone who deserves it by visiting thecarebadge.com.
Today we had the privilege of shining the light on just a few of the millions of caregivers making a difference, but our work doesn't stop here. So we will continue to show up for caregivers, honor their contributions, and support them however we can.
Thank you all for being a part of this very special moment, and thank you again to our extraordinary awardees. Let's keep the momentum going because caregiving deserves to be recognized, celebrated, and supported.